Hi, I'm Shannon.
Marco Oliver.
And we are Conversations with Spiritual People. So we're just going to take a minute and let people join us and just give them a few seconds because some people are probably, or you can watch this later. You might be watching this later.
Pre-recorded.
So we are so excited and so stoked. We feel so blessed to have Colleen Tucker and Glenn Tucker, who Colleen is the founder of the Angelic Reiki Association. She is the one you want to be in the presence of because the information that just flows out of these two is incredible. And the question, I don't think, let me explain what happened. We're here doing a Beyond Reiki Master, Angelic Reiki Master class, and phenomenal. More than we truly expected that we're receiving. And Colleen and Glenn is going to do a talk on Saturday here at Lady Tejwan Healing Center.
From 3 to 5.
Yes, on Saturday. It's open to everybody. If you're any level of Angelic Reiki, or if you're interested in Angelic Reiki, come out and join us. Until we get, if we fill the place up, we'll go live on Facebook. If we are not full, then we will just stay in where it's more personal
and intimate.
And intimate. But I will tell you, the angels around these two are incredible. Incredible.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Can you see them on camera?
So, Colleen, you just finished a workshop in Spokane, Washington.
Yes.
And how was that for you guys?
It was amazing. We were blown away. We had more energy than we anticipated. People made huge shifts. And as you saw on Facebook itself, like this morning, they are still processing and absorbing what they had, and they absolutely loved every minute of it. And I think you two are enjoying it just as much.
Oh yes, absolutely. And we're just on day 2. I'm excited for the next few days. we got to sort of Thursday, and it was only one more day, and this is such a fabulous workshop. And you get so attached to the people there. I didn't want them to leave.
Yes. And we're kind of getting attached to you guys.
Yeah,
we're not ready for you guys to leave either. So,
there were a few tears when we said cheerio to everybody.
Yeah, there were a few.
So, if somebody comes out on Saturday, what kind of can they expect? What we're going to be?
Well, we're going to be doing a meditation probably, and also give people an opportunity to ask whatever questions they have about Angelic Reiki, and sort of I'll talk a little bit about what people can expect if they come to a class.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. We're even getting schooled on some extra stuff that we didn't know, and she's really helping us understand a lot more, and help us understand ourselves more and how we operate with the angels. What is Angelic Reiki? A lot of people ask that to us. So
that's a really good question.
Yeah, it's a very difficult question too, because it's so experiential that it's very hard to quantify in words, as you probably have experienced, and you, Marco.
It's an experience. It's not something you kind of say.
So to say it's a healing modality, which it is, it's not a hands-on healing modality as such, although we are inclined to touch the client. It's a tool for ascension, okay? But it's so much more than all of those things. Every single person who goes through the Angelic Reiki process ends up knowing more about themselves, having phenomenal changes in their lives that are not immediate and obvious, they're subtle, so that when you look back over the 6 months since you did 1 and 2, for example, you go, gee, I've changed so much. So it's transformational, experiential, amazing. What else can I say?
Yeah, my experience of Angelic Reiki, even though I did 30 years of really intense spiritual work, meditation, etc., was that when I incidentally experienced Angelic Reiki, because Colleen was driving the process and I sat in as an extra bod to help with the healing thing, I was actually amazed, because all of a sudden I understood so much more. And I think it's about the heart, you know, it opens the heart.
Yes.
And because the heart, many of our hearts are, maybe we've been hurt, or the hearts have been closed because of the toughness of life. You know, when the heart is opened, suddenly all that wisdom from the angels is allowed to flow. You can't get that wisdom if your heart is closed, because the mind is in control, and we all know the mind can be a pretty horrible place to be. Although it's useful, it's when you open your heart is what Angelic Reiki does for you.
I think it allows you to make that journey, you know, that 10-inch, 12-inch journey from the head to the heart in such a subtle way that you don't even realize that it's happened.
Yes, and I have to agree with that, because I just teaching the classes that I've taught and watching people, it's incredible, you know, to watch the transformation, and then afterwards watching their lives change and move and the experience, and they get to open their heart up and become more authentic of themselves.
Exactly.
There's so many questions I want to ask. I don't know which ones to go with. It's like,
Can I
That's an opportunity
can I
to
just
ask those
add-
questions.
Can I just add that as far as and I shared with you today, Angelic Reiki practitioners and masters are chosen, they don't choose. Okay?
Right.
So the
We don't
angels
choose.
choose us. We don't choose to take the path of Angelic Reiki.
right. I can say that for
Yeah.
true, because actually when I got told about Angelic Reiki, I was in the mountains of Colorado trying to fill out all the paperwork just to get to the class and get on a flight to come back to Houston to take the class. And it was like a drive, and everything just happened.
Yeah.
And I had the money to take it. I had everything. It was just happening. Man, you got any questions? Because I've got so many, and I'm trying to dial all of it in my head. It's like,
I want to add to what you were saying. I realized, I've been doing Angelic Reiki for the last 2 years, learning from Shannon, and the feeling, connecting with the feeling, and his thing is the feeling.
Yes.
And I realized the synchronicities, like everything is divine, like everything is like meaningful and purposeful, and everything just like they open the doors for you to just walk in.
Yeah.
One of the things what has happened to me, the way I look at life, instead of me being sort of randomly going through life with some sort of direction of my own, I see the synchronicity. So you're thinking something, and the universe goes, yes, by showing you something, and you think, oh, that's interesting. And then you have another question in your mind, and the universe answers it in many different ways. Somebody will show up and answer something. So all of a sudden, life becomes so meaningful and enjoyable, because it becomes like an interactive thing. And you realize somebody's there with you, instead of just being like this hard thing that you have to push through. All of a sudden, you've got this company with you. And they're saying, have fun, Glenn. Have fun. This is not hard. This is not hard.
I was like, my angels always tell me, when you say, should I? They say, sure.
Have the experience. Have the fun.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. And I'll share, because me and Marco is going to Peru, and they said, hey, you're going to Peru this year. And I'm like, I don't know how that's going to happen. All of a sudden, everything happened, every little synchronicity, everything,
detail.
It's just incredible. And even getting to how it's synchronized for me and you to connect the same way. It's like,
were we thinking a year ago that we would be here in America? No way. We hadn't even planned it.
Well, we knew
Sort of,
that Beyond Mastership was in the process of happening, but we didn't realize that it would kind of go like that.
Right.
And,
suddenly go.
So are you going to come? You're coming back to America?
At some point, yes. Don't ask me what with. But
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, we
I
know.
would say
We know.
The
We know.
toolbox is pretty big. We're really seeing some just what we've had over the last 2 days. Some of this incredible, just simple healing techniques that, wow, I never thought of doing something like that. That, you know, just working with your angels and listening to them and how it all operates and how it moves and how, just life itself and how we operate and just pay attention to it.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
a lot of blowing.
We're very, very, very blessed.
Yes. And we feel very blessed that you're here with us.
We're very blessed to be here.
Saturday,
Do you
come a
have
little
any
bit early.
questions?
Does anybody out there have any questions while we're live?
Yes.
Um,
You can always come out on Saturday, but we're available right now.
yeah, because when you're in the heat of the moment, it's like, man, I have all these questions I want to ask now that I got them alone. all by myself.
So, beyond mastership, what inspired this to fruition to, you know, bring it to the...
Okay. I've been a student of Dwell Cool's, okay, originally as a student of the books, okay, but I am a student of Dwell Cool's in the sense that I visit his ashram on a regular basis, okay. So he started telling me that there was so much more to Angelic Reiki that hadn't been included in the material that people needed to know. Things like I shared with you today, you know, the different kinds of healers that there are, okay, and where we Angelic Reiki people fit into that thing, okay. There's more stuff, the little things, you know, the golden pyramid of light, for example, the white flame of ascension.
Yeah.
All of those kind of things. He was very clear that people should know about these things. It's not just the surface stuff of getting on and doing. And the trouble is that nobody asks those questions during a workshop. How many people have asked you as teachers, what's the white flame of ascension?
Right.
Okay.
I've not been asked that.
Has anybody asked you why you make this golden pyramid of light? I'm sure they're not unconscious during that time. There might be one or two. We
But they're in a
somebody who
state
slept
of
through a
bliss,
workshop.
so,
Yeah,
you know.
that energy, they're
Yeah.
just there and there. Oh, it feels so good.
Yeah.
It's, you don't want to...
Okay.
You can't even think
So-
of
Can't
questions.
even think. No.
So for me, you know, when I first started and I heard the words axiotonal alignment, it was like what is this? Okay, what is this? And in those days, we're going back 2007, the information that's on the internet today wasn't there back then, okay? So it was a really hard search to actually find information that made sense and that resonated, all right?
And of
And
course-
the girl who had the information on her website was obliged to take it down, okay, at the time, which obviously isn't the same today because it's all over the internet, okay? So it's giving people the information that they need so that they understand what they're doing, okay? If you're going to teach something, you need to understand why you're doing what you're doing and how you're doing it, etc.
So basically, it's about empowerment.
Yes.
You know, you remain a student for a certain length of time, and then you get to the point where you are becoming a teacher yourself. You are being given information, and we want people to actually be empowered and recognize that their ascension, they have the knowledge themselves. So, you know, it's taking it to the level where you are a master, if you like, or that you are so connected with the angels that you have the answers.
And Kevin always said that Angelic Reiki was primarily a tool for ascension. Okay.
And one of the things I want to share is that on the handbook, the very first page, you have a quote by Buddha, and it mentions that, you know, to ask the questions,
Yes.
not to blindly follow a teacher.
Yes.
Like, okay, I agree with what you say. It's
you know,
like,
that's why if you hear something in one of my workshops that doesn't resonate with you, you don't need it. Drop it. It's not your stuff. You know, It's about what works for you.
What works for you?
That
Yeah.
would be one of my questions. When we use the word angel, quite a few people here in America would go Christian. We're talking about those things.
Yeah.
Is that affiliated with? Are you talking about angels being affiliated with just Christianity or a broader?
Look, they are the architects of the universe. Okay.
They're God's
really
engineers.
And truly, they're God's hands and feet, God's engineers.
I like that.
Yeah.
They are the prime builders of everything that we see around us. Okay, we're incredibly lucky to work with them. So, no, they're not confined to Christianity or any other particular religion. When you consider that every single person who is born with a guardian angel, whether they know it or not,
Whatever
angels are
faith they
universal.
come from.
That's right.
Yeah?
Right.
Yeah.
And a lot of that, and why I want to answer the question, because that's some questions that most people would ask. It's like, Angelic Reiki, that's Christian-y.
No.
That's like, no, because like you said, and I love the way your explanation is that, it's more than that.
Yeah.
You got to get past that.
If you like the hotline, the president, whoever it is, has the red phone that he can call the hotline to, directly connect with the other president. The angels are a hotline to God.
Direct.
That's
Yeah.
it. Hotline to God. You want, because sometimes our vibration is not that we are able to connect directly with God. So, we can, but the angels is like, hi angel, I want an answer to this. Sure, Glenn, here it comes. Because they're an intermediately if you want them to be. Of course, if your vibration is high enough, you get
Directly.
Yeah.
But, we all need help sometime. So they're powerful, non-specific beings. One of the pictures in a lot of books that you'll find is that they are this huge body of light. One of the books I read, the person was saying, but you don't have wings. I said, well, I'll have wings if you want me to. But actually, I'm this incredible ball of energy, and we just conveniently give them that shape because it's comfortable, and maybe it's from the Christian era,
Right.
but that's not what they truly are. They are this huge energy which was creator of the universe.
If you consider that an archangel is probably about 180 foot tall, if not more,
Yes.
how do we as humans conceive of this being that is so tall if they don't show themselves to us in a form?
That's
Yeah.
We don't go,
You know?
That's what I always teach people. They won't come and go, hey, do this. Ooh. No, they'll come to where that you're not afraid.
Yeah.
You come and, however that your consciousness can accept
Can
it.
accept them, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's what I teach is like that's how
Yeah.
they will come. So just feel them, feeling them.
yeah.
Is more, I think, is better for me than just seeing them, because I want to feel them. I want to experience that energy that they bring.
Yeah.
Because it is, each one have a very specific energy that they bring in and that we can work with and utilize in our own space.
Yeah.
For mine.
But what's so important, and people perhaps forget this, is that we have free will.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't ask the angel for help, they are not allowed to help you.
I tell people that they're sitting over, talking on their cell phone, eating bonbons in the minutes, and this,
Are you ready yet?
are you ready yet?
So ask, guys.
Yeah. Do you know how many unemployed angels there are?
They're like, we're waiting.
Let them make the money.
Yeah.
So if anybody's interested, resources-wise, we
Yeah.
have the Angelic Reiki Association website.
We do.
What other references would you refer people to, read into or get into?
But I want to make sure that because there are two schools, there's two
And
places.
let's clarify that. so
Yeah,
people
because
know.
if you just research Angelic Reiki, you're probably going to get confused because there are two. Colleen teaches the original teaching, and there is another one that we're not going to go really big into it.
Mhm.
But look for Angelic Reiki Association.com UK.
No, just .com.
Just .com.
We've gone.
Global.
We've gone
Oh. Great.
global. Yeah.
Angelic Reiki Association.com.
Angelic Reiki Association, all one word.
And there is more information on there.
There's a lot of information there. You can contact us through the website. If you feel you need healing, you can ask for healing. You'll be added to our healing list.
And there's a lot of people from mine and Marco's pages and stuff that are from all over the world. We have people from all over the world. You can go on there, and I almost can guarantee you that there is someone from that part of the world
that does.
That does it, and you can connect with them on there.
So on the site, there's a references with the people in your area that practice. So you type in your address.
And if you're in the Houston area, and Marco will just do the Spanish part. And if you're Spanish, we do teach here in Houston. We have.
También el curso lo podemos ofrecer en español y toda la información que estamos aprendiendo de los maestros lo podemos compartir con ustedes.
And the material is also available in Spanish. Don't forget to say that.
Y el material, los libros también están disponibles en español.
Sí. Anything else that you would like to close, or the angels would like to throw out there?
No, just we'd love to see you on Saturday. Please do come along.
You can find the event page, or Mark will put on
we'll
the
share
bottom.
the link underneath. Share this video, forward it to anyone interested in wanting to experience the Angelic Reiki experience.
Awesome.
We'd love to see you.
We'd love to see you. The angels would love to.
Namaste.
And I would tell you, being in person with these two is incredible.
And funny and fun.
The energy is just way off the chart. So, much love.
Love to you all. Thank you.